The Human Services Department is currently reviewing proposed work requirement changes to the SNAP program. Currently, federal law requires able-bodied adults without dependents between the ages of 18 to 50 to participate in up to 80 hours a month of specified activities, such as work experience, community service, or job training. Under the new rules, work requirements will be expanded to teenagers ages 16 to 18 who are not currently enrolled in school, adults ages 50 to 59, and parents with children over the age of 6. Human Services Department Secretary Brent Earnest says the new requirements are designed to bring people back into the workforce.
We really think there's some opportunities to engage individuals, be it a 16-year-old who's not in school and not working, and let's help them get back into the workforce, get to a job, and build those skills necessary to enhance their own earnings.
He says the new work requirements will also expand good cause exemptions to people that will be handled on a case-by-case basis.
There are some individual situations that would need to be addressed, so we're expanding the good cause, an exception process, recognizing that folks may have situations that don't allow them to participate, be it distance to work or a lack of transportation. So we're allowing for things like that weren't allowable before.
State Senator Bill Soules says he doesn't know why we are looking at expanding past the federal requirements, especially if the work requirements aren't proven to be effective.
The department currently does not have enough information even on the people currently on work requirements as to how many have gotten jobs, how many haven't gotten jobs. That data they don't even know, and there's not enough funding to handle the huge influx of additional people. Besides, I think this is the wrong way of going about fixing things because of a few people who may be abusing the system. We're going to affect literally tens of thousands of people.
About 70,000 people across the state will be affected by the new requirements. Paul Gessing, president of the Rio Grande Foundation, says the new requirements are necessary to help people get back into the workforce.
If you sit on the sidelines too long in today's dynamic economy, it's always changing. Your skills ultimately will be reduced or go away, and you'll get used to taking home that government benefit. Now, I'm not saying that makes someone a bad person, but they need to be volunteering, they need to be looking for educational opportunities.
Attorney for the New Mexico Center on Law and Poverty, Luis Pocock, says the current SNAP work requirements aren't being properly explained to recipients, and people are having a hard time completing the proper requirements.
Unfortunately, we see a lot of clients have difficulty meeting the requirements of the program because they're not clearly explained to people. The notices that they receive in the mail are very confusing. I represented one poor gentleman. He is a 90-year-old man receiving food stamps, and he got the notice about work requirements, and the notice actually told him that he didn't have to do them, but it was so confusing that he thought he did. So he went and volunteered several times, several hours, a 90-year-old man, because he thought he had to do this to get his SNAP.
Pocock says she supports expanding workforce training, but not when it prevents people from receiving benefits. Ruth Hoffman with the New Mexico Conference of Churches says she would also support creating a volunteer program.
The federal government will allow the program to be a voluntary program. And if you can get a robust, well-done volunteer program that people really want to enter and are successful in getting them achieving the goals, then maybe think about it being mandatory in the future. But we don't have a real robust voluntary program now, and then you make it mandatory without that in place. Chances of success are low.
If the rule changes are approved, they will go into effect on October 1st. For KRWG, I'm Samantha Sonner.